There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
What's going on, everybody? Mike Macabre. Welcome to Macabre Mass, where we not only talk monsters, we make monsters. And today, I want to talk about my balcony-shaped 78 mask. This is long overdue. I did this mask months ago. I was so excited to work on the next sculpt that I forged ahead and just did that. And I've been slacking on the channel, and I'm sorry for that. But, so I seen a lot of success with the Hallway 78 mask, which was the first castle stretch mask that I did. But there was just certain things that I didn't achieve with that mask that I wanted to with an H1 mask. So the Hallway 78 has like an over accentuated castle stretch, and what I mean by that is it's there's certain creative liberties I took with that mask that aren't necessarily screen accurate. Like the nose is more narrow, the eyes are a little bit closer, the nose a little bit more cocked than it is in reality. The pucker of the mouth is a little bit more narrower. So with this one, I wanted to make it more accurate to what you actually see on screen, and that is what we have here with this one. I'm really happy with how this turned out. All the things that I wanted to achieve with the hallway mask, I achieved in this one. So I'm satisfied with those two as the H1s that I have for sale now. And of course, my next video will be on that Mr. Sadman mask I did, the H2 mask. That'll be the next video I drop. But for now, let's talk about this guy. So, yeah, once again, it's a castle stretch mask. And it's more true to size and more true to what you actually see on screen. Unlike the Hallway 78, which, like I said, has some more exaggerated features. But yeah, I'll give this a quick turn around. Spinny spin. But yeah, I named it the balcony shape because I mean that could be interpreted two different ways, right? Because you got the balcony scene right before Michael gets shot off the balcony, and then you have the balcony scene when he looks down at Lori after he stabs her and she falls down over the balcony inside of the house to the bottom of the steps. And this is more so inspired by that scene there when Michael is looking down, and you can clearly see that castle stretch. You guys know exactly what scene I'm talking about when Michael's looking down and he's holding the knife right before he goes down the steps to chase Lori. So yeah, it kind of, in a way, is a little bit like a mix between that castle stretch style and the cover mask in a way. Obviously I didn't use the cover mask as reference, but kind of that wide neck, I wanted it to have that. I don't have a neck hole on this, but I'm definitely going to do one that does have that. And so I'll offer that as well, and a dirtier version. I actually prefer this cleaner version like this. Usually I like a dirtier mask, but for some reason with this sculpt, it just looks better, cleaner like this. With the flesh tone, I try not to go crazy with them. Now I can, of course, whoever purchases a mask and I will paint it however they want, but I kind of wanted to go a little bit lighter with the flesh. I don't think it's quite as prominent as some people portray it, and even I'm guilty of it, of making the flesh really, really prominent on some H1s. And I feel like this is more accurate to where it's actually, it's a little bit lighter, than it being, fully flesh. It's just like some of the flesh coming through and not like fully all that white paint weared away. And I really like the way this came out. I'm super happy with it. I feel like obviously I've only been doing this 6 years, and mind you, I have a wife and 3 children, so it's not like I've been sculpting for 6 years, like sun up to sun down. No, it's like when I have the time to do it, kind of thing. I have a busy life. I have a big family, so yeah. So yeah, the balcony shape 78. Everybody, right now for the Halloween season, I have it on sale for only 140. So I try. You guys know I try and price my mass extremely fair. I my goal is not to break the bank. On people. And I would never put anybody down for what they charge for their mass. My fellow artists can charge what they feel they're worth. I like to charge very affordable prices because I am of the belief that I would rather sell 1,000 masks at $100,000 than sell 100 masks at $500,000. I don't know if that makes sense. You guys, obviously I'm over exaggerating, but you guys know what I mean. I'd rather have more people have my artwork in their homes. $140 is very, very reasonable, and it's obtainable for anybody. Even a teenager could go, shovel some snow or mow some lawns and come up with that. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's an affordable price to where, you know, whether you're middle class, low income, whatever, it's an affordable mask that's screen accurate. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. I really like the stretch I did, especially with the nose. The nose is uh, much more accurate than the hallway 78 is, and so is the pucker, to where it's there, but it's not so over accentuated. It's more true to what you actually see in the movie. And as I was, looking at reference and for this mask, I was trying to tell myself, like, what is it exactly that gives the mask that stretch look? Because there's a few prominent features that really, like, when you look at the mask while Nick Castle's wearing it, it's like those things stand out, and what kind of, give it a different look rather than when it's not on his head. And I feel like the nose up here, you know how it widens up here, and then you have the V that comes, it kind of comes up into it and there. That's one thing I noticed that kind of, gives it a certain look. I don't know. Hopefully you guys know what I mean by that. There's just certain features when Nick's wearing the mask that stand out. That's different than when it's not being worn by him. And that's one of the things that I noticed was this nose area between the eyebrows. And I wanted the eye cuts to be a lot more accurate and true to size, and I feel like I achieved that as well. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, you guys. You guys, let me know how you feel in the comments section. Do you guys like this mask? Do you think it's better than the Hallway 78? Do you think this mask is complete garbage? That's what everybody's entitled to their opinion, man. Let me know how you feel in the comments section. I'm sorry I haven't been dropping so much content, you guys. I'm going to try and get on top of that, seriously. I've been on a sculpting frenzy, making stuff. I'm going to try and take a break and just, make my masks, sell what I have, and just, work on the orders that I'm getting, and take a little break. Not for a long time, just maybe a few weeks, take a little break from sculpting and just kind of relax. I remodeled my whole desk area here. You guys like my desk? I do. I love it. It's so much more aesthetically pleasing than what it looked like before. It's real open, and I put all my figures and stuff up there on a little shelf rather than having them out here, and I just got my supplies here. So yeah, I've been just doing stuff like that, redecorating the whole collection room. I might do a video on that soon of, doing a walk around of my room here in my collection. So, yeah, like I said, you guys let me know how you feel in the comment section about this mask. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, I feel like it's weird asking people to subscribe to your channel. Like, no one's going to hit the subscribe button unless you want to hit the subscribe button. So as an incentive for you hitting the subscribe button, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, and you'll automatically be a part of mask raffles that I do. You don't have to pay a penny. You hit the subscribe button, you're automatically part of the raffle to win one of my masks that I make You don't have to pay 1 red cent. Whoever wins the raffle, I will even pay for shipping. I did a raffle when I hit my first subscriber goal. Um, and a gentleman by the name of Bobby won that mask. So it's legit. It's not BS. I really, once I hit subscriber, as I keep hitting subscriber goals, I will keep raffling off these masks. The more subscribers, the more raffles that I will do. Super appreciate the support, you guys. Mike MACABRE signing out. Till next time, y'all take care.